I can do the taxi Thai. So I'm able to go by taxi, I can deal with the normal things. Yeah, I can read some small things. I did a course 5 years ago, but after a while I struggled, and then I stopped, and I just know a few letters, but I couldn't read. I was really curious if it is really possible to read proper Thai within 1 week. I'm surprised. Yeah, it's possible. The first day was quite easy for me because I did my homeworks. So I was prepared for the basic letters, and so this was easy for me to follow. I pay attention to the letters now, and I don't think about the vocabulary at the moment. And I feel that I have to review all the words to remember the vocabulary. I should be able to read like a first grade student in Germany. I feel really happy for that. Maybe it takes some time, but I think I can to read most of the things.
After being in 10 years, I became very embarrassed in the fact that I couldn't speak the language. I picked up very little in the 10 years, except for the common words like cup and cap and stuff like that. I did try once another course. I think I only lasted 3 days. I just had no idea of what they were going on about. They showed me letters and speak to me, and I was expected to repeat it and then know what it meant by repeating it. It never worked. So I think I only went 3 days. I saw this course on the internet, and it looked like the sort of thing I could do. So I never did any preparation before the course. I just turned up here and went from, I practically had hardly any knowledge of Thai, but now I feel confident that I'm going to do well. I can read and write. I show off to my friends at night time when I go home. I actually wrote my name for them, full name, and they were all amazed. I can make out the simple words, but I'm sure after practice I'll be able to do a lot better, so I'm very happy with the way the course has gone.
Before I came to the boot camp, I had done the rapid reading course online. I've had intermittent Thai lessons. When I first came, I thought right away I'd like to learn some of the language. And I knew right away that it suited my learning style. The vivid imagination, just I know that I can learn that way very quickly, and I do really poorly with rote memorization. I just lose interest and I have no ability at it. But I learn really fast if I can find a way to be connected with things that I'm interested in, and if I can do some kind of visualization thing where it sinks into me. And when I saw your graphics and the way you did the alphabet and stuff, I don't know, probably the day I saw it, I probably pushed the button to buy it or buy your program. After this is 5.5 days, I'm reading pretty much everything you put on the screen. I'm reading really well. I don't do it with the correct tones yet, but the way you presented the tones has just been unbelievable. If a person can learn what I call the old style classic, beat it into your head, memorization way, fill their boots, go ahead, but I can't learn that way. But I do very well under these circumstances, and I've just been thrilled with it. If I know the word and what it means, and I start to read it, or even let's make it a longer word. If I see something like that and I start to read by the third letter or so, I go, boom, I read it. I'm reading it in groups now, like I do when I read English. The speed that I read at here has just been escalated. Before this, I'd felt, my expectation was that I would never read with any tone. But after this week, I think I'll be able to read with some, or speak with some tones, which I hadn't before. But from the reading perspective this week, it's flushed out everything I had learned by myself in your online course. I would say it exceeded my expectations greatly.